Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today we are back in Star Citizen. I am at Everest Harbor, and we have some goofiness. Apparently, somebody somehow has managed to get a couple of the ships. Well, we've got a ground vehicle here, but a couple of things into the main hangar here. Not even main hangar, sorry. It's blocking all sorts of things up here. So, what have we got in here? Nothing? Nothing. Anyway, so the goofiness continues. I am going to be going to my hangar. One of the quickest ways at this point to level up with money and with rep is by doing the small hangar is by doing the bounty missions. So I'm going to be heading over to ArcCorp, and we're going to see what we can do to grind a few of the bounty hunter missions over there. I'm basically just going to get everything that I can for a certain, for one of the moons. And since there's only 2 of them over there at ArcCorp, it should be relatively easy to grab a couple of them, and just to grind those, and then jump over to the other planet where all the rest of them should be. I'm going to go ahead and put away the items that I have in my backpack first, since I really don't want to lose any of those. These are all from the bunker that I did yesterday, or the other day. I'll leave the ammo. Put those on, actually, but then other than that, I'm just going to leave those alone. And we'll put those away. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll head out to ArcCorp. While I'm doing that, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if not yet. We are continuing to grow the channel, and also attempting to grow my second channel, Raptor Games. There'll be a link down below in the description. And I've been playing Vintage Story there, as well as doing my usual streaming. So, my streaming Star Citizen, of course. So, I'm going to go ahead and we'll take off here. I'm gonna head out to ArcCorp. Let's see here. We are Sunside, so we should be able to. Volume seems very high today. Turn that down a bit here. All right. ArcCorp, there we go. I'm gonna have to die first. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll head up to the OM here and then bounce out to ArcCorp. And I will see you all when we get there. Okay, so we've arrived at ArcCorp. Go ahead and switch back over to SCM mode here, and we'll take a look at our contracts. And we'll just see what we have available to us. So let's see here. This one's on Lyria. Voila. Tracker license. Let's go ahead and grab that, actually. And then we'll go ahead and grab any others that we can find on the Voila. There we go. We'll grab that one as well. And we're going to go ahead and we'll go to the Voila Cave. Now this is going to be a moderate risk target. So that still feels really loud. Let's go ahead and turn that down a little bit. And so with just my stock loadout on the Aurora, this Could be a little bit more of an interesting fight. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get these knocked out relatively quickly. But moderate fights, especially with just the Aurora, tend to take a little longer. So. The things I'm definitely going to do here shortly is put some new weapons onto here. I believe those are all stored at ArcCorp at this point, so I may very well pop down there. Yeah, a couple of Buccaneers. Oh, this could be a very interesting fight. Right, I'm going to switch to SCM mode here. And we've already got their attention, so I'm going to put a little extra. Flare those off. Let's go ahead and we'll bring the shields up here. Do a little reverse thrust there to get the nose around quickly. Try and roll out of the way of these. Shields are already coming down, or are down. There we go, on the Buccaneer. A little down thrust there to stay out of the line of fire from those. Attempting to hit me from the backside now. We'll go ahead and turn around here, and good, he's blown past. Almost got him, almost got him. Wait for our weapons to... There we go, perfect. Alright, so he's gone. I'm going to take care of this guy as well, just so that we don't have him shooting us in the backside as we get out of here.
Radar contact.
Go, now that we're not having to evade the other one. This one should be relatively easy to take down. There we go, perfect. Alright. Now, I'll have to see what sort of altitude we're at here. I think we're probably still inside the gravity of Walla here, so this one's going to fall, I would assume, down to the planet. Maybe, maybe not. Looks like it's still zooming upwards here. Yeah, and now it's falling. I think. Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, well we won't be able to grab that one then, but we do have our MRT license unlocked now. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll grab this one. While a cave, we'll track this one. Again, this is still on the same planet. So it'll just be a case of spooling our drive and bouncing around the planet to get this one knocked out as well. 298, so this will put us on over 300,000 for completing this one. And this is really the rinse and repeat cycle. You get a few of these knocked out, and you can really be cranking out several 100,000 in an hour. Especially as you get up to some of the higher level missions. Speed up here, there we go. Because while it's got a very low density atmosphere, we can zoom around the planet in Nova mode really quickly. And even when we get into the area, there we go. Looks like we probably got... we might have two here. It's either a 100 or a 300 series. Let's start taking those shields down as we rotate around here. And we must have a secondary on as well, because that one did not fire that missile. Little down thrust here to stay out of his nose. Yep, there he is. Shields down, there we go, we'll rotate out. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so he's gone. And we definitely have another one over here. Let's go ahead and take him out. There he is. Oh, goodness. That's a razor. That's a very small signature. So we're probably gonna lose him on each pass. Oh, there we go. Shotgun weapons on them. Get him? A little ahead of the pips here, there we go. Go ahead and pre-nose a little bit, and yeah, we should have runs now. Go. Now he's still moving. There we go. Alright, that's got that one taken out. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look again. Bounty Hunter. Let's see here. Elsewhere on Lyria, and voila. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab this one. Try to. Looks like it's disappeared. There we go. Okay. Elsewhere, and that'd be a ground location. So these two, I guess, are really the only ones left to us at this point. So we'll go ahead and bounce over to Lyria. There we go. And we'll go ahead and track these and bounce over there. Now sitting at 327,000, so almost 100,000 that we've made there in just a few minutes. It's really only been about 15 minutes or so. It's a little less than that even. Probably about 10 or 12. And we've already made almost 100,000. We can go ahead and pop over to the orphanage, which is our target location here. Area's got a little bit of a thicker atmosphere, so maneuvering is probably going to be just a little bit different, but still shouldn't be too bad. It's always fun flying in it. And you're getting a view of the terrain down here, just all the snow and ice, and then like how it's all blown into the cracks and ravines and everything, the patchwork of mountains and snows. It's always fun to. Very nice looking.
Radar contact.
There we go. This one's a low risk, so it should only be a couple of small targets. I'm going to go ahead and we'll take this guy out first, since he's right here handy. It's a mantis. It doesn't look like he's got his jamming device on, so you know, always bounce out if you need to, but I don't anticipate too much trouble from this one. There's no way to take his weapons, unfortunately. This one's got 2 size 3s on it. But they do go down relatively easily, especially if you manage to get an engine knocked off. They just go into this death spin. Lost a little something there. There we go, perfect. He's gone. Looks like probably a bit of a fast mover, honestly.
Radar contact.
There we go. Ooh, a hawk? No. A talon of some sort. Alright. This one could be a little more challenging. The talons have got twin size 4s on them. And they are pretty maneuverable, so we definitely want to stay out of the way of those. Shields down at the very least. I do like the design though, the little bird wings are really cool. go. Perfect. Alright. That's got that one taken down as well. I don't think there's really anything that I can get out of here. This is just a little hub location. So I do have my tractor beam on me, so if there were anything I could get it out of there, but I don't think there's really anything that I can grab out of that. Okay. So we're now over 350,000. So 3 missions, 100,000. Let's go ahead and see what else we've got here. Let's see here. Voila. This one's on Lyria. We'll go ahead and grab that one as well. We'll just stick to all the ones that are... Bolt mines on Lyria. Good. And because they're moons, it's a very short climb out of the atmosphere. So you don't waste a whole lot of time like you will on on Hurston or something like that, climbing out of atmosphere. It's really quite easy to just climb out of atmosphere here and take out those people. The baddies, the scum. Yeah, right. Go ahead and use a little turbo boost here to get up to max acceleration as quickly as we can.
Radar contact.
And we've got a couple scans. This is a moderate risk, so we've got a Hornet and a Terrapin, I think. I'm going to take out the Hornet first, because it poses a little bit more of a threat to me. It's got twin size 3s or size 4s on the wings there, depending of course on what variant it is. Of course, this one looks like it hasn't even woken up yet, hasn't had its morning coffee. Wakey wakey. Not a threat at all. Alright, well. And the Terrapins, unfortunately, are extremely tanky. They don't have a whole lot in the way of firepower or shields, but their whole health is just massive. So this is probably going to take a little bit, unless I can yeet them into the terrain or something. Unfortunately, it's the Terrapin that is our target, so we can't just buzz out. Half tempted to see if I can strip off some engines here. Be a lot faster if I had my second pair of weapons. Well, not a lot faster, I suppose. A little bit faster. The Terrapin's just got so much hull health. Unfortunately, it's only the NPC ones that are like that. That is something that I noticed with player versus NPC ships, is that the NPC ships have got these massive health points. It almost makes me wonder if some of our org engagements would be worth, disabling using a what do they call that? Distortion weapons. And especially for our bigger ships and whatever that we want to use for like bunker carriers or drop ships and that kind of stuff. And just take them down. And strip the shields and all that kind of stuff off of them, disable them, and then board and kill the pilot. And whatever turret gunners or whatever there might be on board, and just take and use the ship. As you see, I've been dealing damage to this stupid thing for several minutes now. Feels like it, at least. And it's definitely flashing red all over the hull, but as soon as you stop applying damage, it just goes back to being blue. So I'm thinking almost going to be worth popping out to missile range and seeing if we can block a missile or two. Blow it up that way. Applying the damage, I'm going to switch out to
Talking to the client.
there was definitely a hit there. Fortunately not enough to really damage it, so we're out of missiles. We really need more firepower to take. Oh, there we go. So now it's got a little bit of red, it looks like, that's staying. So we should hopefully be able to down this thing sometime soon. Terrapins are just a pain. I don't care whether you're talking hunting them with a hornet like I have on my other account, or if you're talking hitting them with an aurora like this. It's just they've got so much hull health, way more than they really should. If this was a player ship, it would have been blown up minutes ago. Around there. At least we've got red all over the body now, so it shouldn't be too much longer. We get this guy eliminated. There we go, finally, alright. So with that, we're up to 380,000. And that's going to be it for today's video. We've hit our 30-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll pop back up to Bajini Point. And actually, we might be popping down to ArcCorp. We'll see. Might do that offline, and we'll get our other two weapons equipped. Go from there. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. And of course, if you've not yet hit that like and subscribe button, do us a favor and do that. And we will see you all in the next video. And of course, if you are interested in seeing some of our streaming stuff, check out my second channel, Raptor Games. It's down below in the description, or I can pop a card up here in the upper right hand corner. And you'll be able to click on that, and that'll take you directly to the channel. As I said, I play Vintage Story for my videos there, and then I stream Star Citizen with my org. They're not quite clean enough content to show up on this channel. So, yeah, otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Ta-ta.